Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Rupy. I am a lover of all things makeup, especially eyeshadow and blush, and that is mainly what I love to talk about here on my channel. Lately it's all been about eyeshadow palettes, and if you're into that kind of content, then please do consider subscribing. I would love for you to stick around, and I would love for you to be a little part of my family here on YouTube, and we can share our love for makeup together. Today I am talking about yet another eyeshadow palette. Today we're talking about this beauty here. This is the Sigma and Cinderella collaboration. It is so beautiful, and yes, I had to match my lighting. Oh, also for those of you who have been around for a while, you'll notice my hair is quite a bit darker. I don't know if it's going to translate on camera, but it's actually kind of a burgundy tone now. I went ahead and, because I had a balayage and it was a little bit lighter, I'll show you a picture here of what it looked like. I was just really bored of it, but I didn't want to go get it toned and stick to the same thing, so decided to order some Arctic Fox color so that I could play around with something fun. And you know, if it wasn't something I loved, I knew it was temporary, so I'm excited. I really love this, but I really do want to do Purple Rain next, so we'll see. I'm really excited to try that out, but for now I really want to play with this eyeshadow palette, which is so gorgeous. I think it's just gonna look absolutely stunning. Again, I must say, I do love Sigma palettes. I have a couple of their palettes. I think I have 3, but I haven't really featured them on my channel yet, so I thought what more perfect timing than now. So each of their palettes always come with a fun little protective sleeve. I think these are just so pretty. I think they're the only ones that I've kept, or probably tossed them now. The box packaging was the same as the outer packaging. I didn't get anything else from this collection, just the eyeshadow palette. I didn't need another cheek duo, and I didn't need more brushes, although this one did come with one. So there are 14 shades in this palette, and I'm super excited to play with it. All of their palettes do come with the brush in it, and it's actually a really good brush. So with this one, I think it's the same as the one that you get in all the other ones. On one side, it's a double-ended brush. On one side you get the E54, which is the medium sweeper, and then on the other side you get the E38, which is the diffused crease. So this is the E54, and then the E38 diffused crease looks like this. So we will use this brush today. I have 3 of these that came with my 3 other palettes, and I do use them quite often. They're a little bit annoying to store because they are double-sided, but I do really enjoy that they provide a brush with the palette. So the shelf life of the palette is 12 months. This retails, I think, for either $48 or $49 US. I'm pretty sure it was $49. And the net weight of shadows you get in here is 0.49 ounces or 14 grams. So it's probably 1 gram per eyeshadow. You do get a nice little mirror in here. I'm gonna have to let my dog out. He wants to come in here. You know, I start filming and he wants to come in here. I can hear him sniffing at the door and whatnot. And then I close the door and he wants to go back upstairs. Just don't understand. Anyway, so I'm gonna lower the lighting so that you can really see the color story true to color. So there it is. It's really beautiful. You have a mix of neutrals, some pinks and purples and blues. I think the blues are absolutely stunning. There's kind of a beautiful teal shade in here. So some really nice colors, and I just want to go ahead and dip in and play with these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and swatch these out for you guys, and then we'll go ahead and get into an eye look. Oh my god, you guys, I'm loving the blue lighting in the background and my hair, and everything's just so fun, and it's so fun. I love it. I love it. The purple hair, the blue lighting, everything is just I love it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the palette out for you guys. I'm gonna try to fit it on my whole arm, but if I can't, I'm probably gonna do the first 7 and then I'll do the next 7 shades. So the first one we have is the shade Wishful. Excuse my nails, I haven't done them yet. Then we have the shade Pumpkin, and then we have the shade Fantasy. I'm so excited about this one. Oh god. And then Courtyard. So far those are super pretty. I'm really excited about the next shade. So the next one is called One of a Kind. I feel like I need this on my eyeballs. Oh yeah, that's like true Cinderella blue. Then we have the shade Kindness, which is a purple matte. And then we have the shade Charming, which is a beautiful kind of gold tone. Do I think I can fit it? I think I can fit them on my arm. Let's hope. All right, so the next four we have Mischievous, which is a black. It's more of a charcoaly black, it's not super deep. Then we have Dressmakers, beautiful kind of peachy pink color. We have Cinders, beautiful brown. And then we have Sweet Nightingale, which is also a gorgeous blue. Okay, and then the last three shades we have is the shade Hopeful. We're running out of room. I'm gonna go back to the front here. We have Bippity Bobbity Boo, which is a kind of grayish purple. And then we have the Stroke of Midnight, which is a deeper kind of plummy brown. So there is the entire arm of swatches. Such a beautiful color story. All right, so I've gone ahead and primed my eyelids with the Smashbox eyeshadow primer. I was gonna call it the primer potion. It's not a primer potion, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the crease blender brush. I think I want to start with the shade Pumpkin, which is this like orangey light shade over here. We're gonna pop that into our crease, and I'm gonna use this kind of as a transition. Seems to blend pretty beautifully, just like the other Sigma palettes I have. That blended so nice. Okay, so there we have it. The shade Pumpkin on our crease. It's a lot brighter than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, next I'm gonna take my Refer number 13 brush. It's just kind of a skinnier blending brush. I'm gonna go into this teal shade, I think. I don't know how this is gonna go, so we'll see. I think I want to put this on the inner part of my crease right underneath. Oh wow, that's a lot of pigment, you guys. Okay, and then next I'm gonna go in with the purple on the same Refer E, no, my gosh, I'm confusing my brushes. The Refer 14. And I'm just gonna put this on the outer portion here and blend it into both that pumpkin shade and the teal. It's really beautiful. I am getting a little bit of fallout, so I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush, sweep that away. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with a Spectrum C06 brush. I'm gonna go in with the navy blue right here called Hopeful. I'm really gonna tap off that excess because I really don't want this to fall out everywhere. But we're gonna deepen our outer corner with this shade. And we're still getting fallout, but that's okay, I'll sweep that away after. If you hear screaming in the back, I think my brother-in-law's probably watching football. Okay, this one is lifting a little bit. I don't know if you can tell there, it's getting a little bit patchy. Okay, it's not patchy on this side. I'm gonna take a different brush. Let's use the shader brush though. I'm gonna try to blend this part out. Going with more of that purple. All right, I don't know, I tried kind of packing that on a little better. It's still kind of looking patchy. Similarly to, I guess, what you would see with, what's that palette? The Subculture, like it's kind of a little bit of a struggle. I am gonna also take some NYX Glitter Glue. I'm just gonna take it on a flat brush and I'm just gonna pop some on my lids. Okay, I think I'm gonna go in with the shade Fantasy. This just looks so pretty. I think that was the one that it kind of just like left me in a shock when I swatched it. All of the imprints are like ruined. So sad. Okay, I'm just gonna tap off the excess sparkles and we're gonna start dabbing this on. That is such a cool shade. It's like a very dark Cinderella type of eye look. Okay, so for the lower lash line, I am just gonna grab a pencil brush. Actually, I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna use this brush from M Cosmetics. It's kind of stained, but it'll do the job. I think I'm gonna start with this kind of teal color, and I'm gonna start on the outer corner, and I just want that to match up with the blue that we'd put on the outer corner. And same thing on my other eye. Cleaning that brush off, and I'm just going in to the purple. I'm gonna bring the purple in. And then on the lower lash line, I wanna go in with the shade. I think I wanna do Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. It's real chunky. So I am gonna spray it. I sprayed it quite a bit. And I'm gonna pop it on the lower lash line, just over that matte purple. Same thing again. That is super pretty. And then for the inner corner, I'm gonna go into the shade One of a Kind, which is just a nice kind of icy blue. That's pretty. I feel like I could have gone like with a lighter shade. There's just something so gorgeous about that. I think maybe I'll put a little bit of Wishful over it. There. Just to make it like a little bit brighter. I do want to also take some on my brow bone. So I think for the brow bone, we'll go in with the shade Wishful. Okay, so the only thing I don't have on my cheeks right now is blush. So I am gonna pop on some blush that matches this eye look, but I'm also gonna pop on lashes and a lip, and I'll be right back to share my final thoughts on the palette with you guys. All right, you guys, so there is the finished eye look using the Sigma Cinderella palette. Okay, so I really do enjoy the color story, but I'm just not sure that I still enjoy the Sigma formula like I used to. Maybe it's just because I've gotten used to so many other things, and also I feel like I did such a drastic look, but also my hair has changed, so it could be just a variety of things. I think I am gonna play with this a little bit more before I can actually like tell you my true feelings on it. But as a first impressions, the shimmer shades in here are absolutely beautiful. They are so nice. The purple that I used on the lid, which is called Fantasy, it's this one here. Oh my god, the way that sparkles on the lid, you guys, it's so beautiful. But what I do love about this palette is that you can create like a soft colorful look with the blues. You can do a more smoky grungy look that I've done. You can do a super soft neutral look. Like there's just so many different options within this palette that I think this is a really great all-around palette to own. You know, just if you don't have a lot of color in your makeup wardrobe is what we're gonna call it. I'm not gonna call it collection because I'm trying to get away from that. So maybe that's what we'll start calling it. We're gonna start calling it our makeup wardrobe on this channel. So I really like how this is looking in the mirror. I will say though, I felt like a little bit of struggle with the dark blue, but that could also just be a formulation issue on that color, because sometimes blues and purples are really iffy and they can get really patchy really quick. I will say the mattes in this are definitely very powdery. Definitely go in with a light hand, tap off all the excess. The shimmers, some of them are super chunky, so like the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo one of a kind is, and Fantasy, those ones you're gonna probably want a glitter glue, or you want to use a wet brush with. But all of the other shimmers seem like they'll be okay just on their own with just a brush, especially like the gold shade here, which is called Charming, the shade here called Dressmakers, and the shade Wishful, and even Sweet Nightingale. I think that these shades could do just fine without a glitter glue or without a wet brush. All in all, I think this is a really beautiful palette. Would I recommend buying this? Maybe on a sale. I mean, that's like what I say every single time. I can't recommend you go out and buy something because I don't know what your makeup taste is, you know? So that's why I'm always kind of just like, well, if it's something you want, and that's the whole reason you're here, is because you want to know about this palette, because it might be something you want. If you're just here to watch the video for the hell of it, thank you. But I'm assuming if you're here, you really just are curious about this palette, because every review I've seen out there has been the ones that have been out in PR, and so I really wanted to dip into this on my own. But yeah, the shimmers are beautiful, the mattes are kind of powdery, so isn't my favorite formula, no, but do I think that the Sigma formula in general is decent enough? Yes. Does this match up to the other palettes I have? Yes, it does. So if this is the type of formula you're into, or you already own some Sigma palettes, you want to know if it's worth adding into your collection, definitely take a look at your collection, see if you have shades similar to this. Do you really need to add this into your collection? You need to be the decider of that. I cannot decide that for you because I have no idea what's in your makeup wardrobe, not collection. I just caught myself saying that. I have no idea what's in your makeup wardrobe. No idea. I don't know what you need to add to it. I don't even know if you need to add to it. So on that basis, I will say if this is something you're looking into, I highly recommend waiting for a sale. I'm sure they'll do an amazing Black Friday, but also do keep in mind this is a limited edition collection. So if you want it really bad, do snag it before it's gone forever, because I don't know how long this will be around. You can always buy things secondhand too. Don't forget Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, all the things. But that's all for this video. Let me know down in the comments below, did you pick this one up? Were you considering it? How do you feel about this whole collection? Have you tried Sigma before, and what are your thoughts on their formula? And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button on your way out. If you didn't, then hit the thumbs down. It's totally cool with me. And if you haven't already, I would love for you to consider subscribing, because I would love for you to stick around and hang out with me. And that's all for this one, you guys. So I'll see you in the next video. Until then, I hope that you're all staying safe, being kind, and being healthy. Bye.